What happens when a prince steps away from the palace, but the spotlight keeps chasing him? Just days after a royal celebration lit up London, Prince Harry dropped a global headline that's raising eyebrows from Berlin to Buckingham. He's not just the spare anymore. He's a symbol of change, tension, and maybe a new kind of royalty. Trooping the color. A time-honored tradition. On June 14, all the royal elegance was on full display: marching bands, horseback processions, the royal balcony wave. King Charles III, undergoing cancer treatment, stood tall beside Queen Camilla, Prince William, Kate Middleton, and their children. It was an image of strength, of continuity. And yet, the public couldn't help but notice someone was missing. Prince Harry. Meghan Markle. Nowhere in sight. Not even an official invitation. And that absence, more than their presence, spoke volumes. A day later, King Charles released a Father's Day post. It included a photo of himself as a child with Prince Philip, and a black and white snapshot of him cradling baby Harry. A tender memory. But to some, it felt like a message. Was it an olive branch? Or a quiet reminder that Harry is still, forever, the king's son, despite the distance? Then came Harry's own voice. In a BBC interview, he said the words many didn't expect. "I would love to have a relationship with my family again." But he followed with this: "I can't do it while I feel unsafe. My father won't even speak to me." Suddenly, the drama wasn't just about royal protocol, it was about personal pain. Since stepping back from royal duties in 2020, Harry has walked a tightrope between duty and distance. On one side, family, heritage, the legacy of his mother, Princess Diana. On the other, freedom, privacy, and the world he's building with Meghan and their children. The loss of UK-funded security following his royal exit has haunted Harry's return trips. He even took the British government to court over it, and lost. Now, he says he doesn't feel safe bringing Archie and Lilibet to their grandfather's homeland. It's not about privilege, he insists. It's about protection. But for the palace? The optics are tricky. Does reinstating security for Harry send the message that one can leave the monarchy and keep its benefits? The tension is no longer just personal, it's institutional. And then, Harry made a move that changed the headlines completely. Just days after missing the royal parade, he flew to Berlin. Not for a media tour. Not to defend himself. But to launch Germany's first ever Veterans Day event. He stepped on stage. And to everyone's surprise, he spoke in fluent German. It was powerful. Confident. Dignified. The former British Army captain, saluting veterans far from home, showing that you don't need a crown to serve. This was Prince Harry's rebrand in real time. Not just the spare, but the speaker. The soldier. The global statesman, royal watchers and media analysts debated fiercely. Was the Berlin speech authentic conviction or damage control after the latest court loss and public snub? After all, the timing couldn't have been more exact. Legal ruling goes against him. Royal event happens without him. Then suddenly, a global moment where Harry controls the narrative again. Critics say it's strategic. Supporters say it's brave. And somewhere in the middle might just be the truth. Since leaving the UK, Harry hasn't disappeared. He's built the Invictus Games, now a global symbol of resilience. The Archwell Foundation, focused on mental health and community aid. Content partnerships that aim to change how royal stories are told by telling them himself. His role may be unofficial. But the impact? Increasingly international. Is Harry redefining what it means to be a modern royal, one not tied to a throne, but a mission? King Charles III is facing a serious illness. The father-son relationship is strained, and Harry admits, on air, that time is not guaranteed. "I don't know how long he has." That's the reality, Harry says. And yet, the silence between them remains. No invitations. No direct contact. Just glimpses in public statements and carefully worded interviews. It's a race against time, not just for reconciliation, but for healing. King Charles III is facing a serious illness. The father-son relationship is strained, and Harry admits, on air, that time is not guaranteed. "I don't know how long he has. That's the reality," Harry says. And yet, the silence between them remains. No invitations. No direct contact. Just glimpses in public statements and carefully worded interviews. It's a race against time, not just